Hello, my Jason O, and today is July 4th, which means it's Independence Day here in America. And what better way to celebrate Independence Day than to look at an anime that probably has one of my favorite parodies of America that I've ever seen, and that is Hetalia. And so this is based on the manga by Hidekazu Himarura. The title is roughly translated as Useless Italy. The first anime season, Axis Powers, released in 2009, and the series continued with his most recent release coming in 2015, The World Twinkle. About 3 or 4 seasons or so, each of, at least the first 2 seasons are directed by Bob Shirohata, and the latest seasons have been directed by Hiroshi Watanabe. And there is a loose plot, surprisingly enough. From Anime News Network, they describe the plot as this. Italy, once home of the strongest empire in the world, has changed. This is the story of Italy, now a cowardly pasta-loving fool, and his friends are the personified countries of the world, and as they live through strange moments in world history. And so the beginning season, as it does state Axis Powers, does sort of follow the story of World War I and World War II, roughly just more of a satirical version of that here. And so obviously the characters of the anime are the Axis Powers, Italy, Japan, and Germany, and the Allied Powers with US, China, all the other countries there, Russia, England, France, all those countries there are part of the Allied Powers. And America, at least in that, this anime here, is very much a parody of what the stereotypes of America are, including all the other countries as well, of England and France, them being a sort of a love-hate relationship that they have. Japan, very meek and quiet. Italy, as the plot description does say, is pasta-loving idiots. Although the whole Mussolini thing during World War II is kind of ignored, and so not a perfect anime. Definitely has its controversies amongst the fan base, and because of the fan base as well. But for me personally, just look at the anime itself. I really do enjoy it. I enjoy all the gags. And, not every joke hits, but luckily each episode is like 5 minutes long, and so, if there's a bad joke or a bad gag, that doesn't really hit, then you just move on to the next episode, where you have these outrageous and over-the-top characters, with each country personifying the stereotypes of that country. And so for America, for example, one of my favorite characters of the series, he sort of takes on this whole America as the hero model. America, of course, is very stereotypically and sometimes truthfully seen as this whole world police type of thing. America's always trying to butt into every international situation, trying to make themselves as the hero, and also loves hamburgers and lots of other American foods as well. Very obnoxious as well, America, the character is, and sometimes the country can be as well. France, definitely, I guess, semi-homosexual, kind of, with England as well. Again, some of the jokes don't really hit, and some of them can be offensive at times as well. But, like I said before, the jokes don't hit, so you kind of just move on to the next episode or next gag, since the series is all about the gags, and each season has sort of built upon that. Each and every time with each new country that's implemented. Russia's also one of my favorites as well, especially his relationship with all the other former Soviet Union countries that appear throughout each episode and throughout each season. I've always enjoyed those interactions there that Russia has with its former sort of Soviet states. Another criticism I would have for the series is that there is a chronological plot, kind of. It's mostly like a sketch comedy anime, but the plots that it does try to sort of follow isn't really chronologically sound, to say the least. And also the character designs are pretty basic. All the countries kind of look the same, and it's kind of hard to tell each one in a physical traits, but their personalities obviously are very distinct. With each one, Spain being the whole siesta, being very lazy, Greece is sort of that way as well, Canada being an invisible, sort of character, China, I think, I don't know if it's confirmed or not, but I think a lot of fans have theorized that China is sort of presented as a sort of non-binary, sort of character, could be male or female, type, because of the whole, one-child policy that China used to have, at least, currently right now. I don't think they have that policy anymore, but because of that, I think that's why China is presented as this sort of, maybe a male, maybe a female sort of type of character. And so it's pretty interesting, the deep dive sort of things that they go through with each country, and, all the interesting things that each country presents itself as, and the stereotypes around that country as well. There is a movie for the Hetalia series as well, Painted White. It's hilarious. If you do enjoy the Hetalia series, I would recommend watching the movie as well. Aliens invade, basically, and, sort of take over. It's up to, some select few countries to sort of rally everyone together, including Germany as well, of the Germany stereotype, that's sort of problematic, especially with its Nazi ties, but still Germany's always the one sort of keeping everyone together, keeping everyone disciplined, and also being sort of a leader as well, reluctant leader of sorts. That sort of Germany is kind of right now, especially in the European Union sense. We look deep dive into that issue there. But they really do nail these stereotypes down. Again, your opinion is your opinion of whether you enjoy these stereotypes and how they're presented in a satirical sort of sense, or whether they go a little bit too far in your mind. And so definitely very subjective view, especially with comedy. Comedy is very subjective. On horror, I would say those two genres are the most subjective genres. And so obviously all the jokes are hit or miss, but for me they hit really well. And so for rating for this series, I'm gonna give this one A-. I really enjoy all the interactions with all the characters. America and Japan also have a very good rapport with their sketch show, sort of sketch moments that they have, along with an alien friend that America makes as well. And even as the season continue, adding more characters, adding more countries in is really helping add more to the comedy, add more ideas that the writers can implement throughout each sort of episode, which are 5 minutes long, which is thankfully very short. And so again, it's easily bingeable. And again, if you don't like some of the jokes, you can kind of just move on to another episode, because if they miss on a few, they'll hit on a few as well. And so what are your thoughts on the Hetalia series? Which one is your favorite season? Did you like the movie as well? What's your favorite character in the Hetalia series? Put your thoughts on the series in the comment section down below. Also make sure to like, share, and subscribe as well. And when you subscribe, make sure to hit that notification bell so you get notified when I post videos on this channel. Thank you for watching my anime review for Hetalia. Hope you guys have a nice day. Bye bye.